Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Brother D coming at you with another video. And I want to talk about something real quick, though. Um, I'm looking at the Warrior game. Congratulations to Steph Curry. Unbelievable. One of my favorite player in the NBA by far. And checking out this game. But, I want to talk about Draymond Green. And it's a lot of people on YouTube and just in the streets, period, talking about how Draymond Green is a bum. And how can a bum, let me ask y'all a question. How can a bum be a four-time all defensive player, 2017 defensive player of the year, uh, a major piece of a dynasty, and three-time all-star, a guy who's making $24 million this season? You tell me, how could he be a bum? Now, I might not like the on the court stuff, whatever, but he is the major piece of why the Golden State Warriors won those championships and why they're successful this season. You go back to 2020. How could Draymond Green be successful playing with a team full of D-leaguers? They had no Clay, they had no Steph. How could they be successful? You can't put that on Draymond Green. That 2020 Warrior team was terrible. You can't blame him for that. Now they got a team. Now look at them. 22 and 5? One of the best records in the NBA. He does the little things that make this team successful. He sets strings. He leads he leads the league in this. He's top 5 in assists in the NBA. What do you clowns really be talking about? And then you got people out here saying that Draymond Green is a bum. How can he be a bum? How can a guy that make $24 million be a bum? How can a guy that made 22 million last season a bum? How can a guy that made 19 million 2 years ago in 2020 season? How could he be a bum making all that money? But we got all these guys on YouTube, all these guys in the street who never made pro. And I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. How do y'all talk about these athletes? This dude got businesses. This dude got a podcast. Draymond is successful. Who are you? Who are you to sit around and criticize him? Because why? Because everybody can't score 20 points a game. But he knows his role. Grab rebounds, get the Warriors 12 points when need be, and play hellified defense. That's what he does. That's his job. He's never really been a scorer, but he's gonna play lockdown defense. You can't take that from him. You may not like Draymond Green, but you can't take his defense from him. His mother Mary approves. I talk to his mother on Instagram all the time. I ain't gonna say all the time, but I've talked to her a few times. And she loves it. Why do y'all you know what really the problem is, man? How can you put down a millionaire? He's making $24 million a year. How can he be a failure? How can a guy that won 3 championships, a part of a dynasty, be a failure? Talk to me. Everybody can't be Steph. Everybody can't be Clay. Everybody can't be KD. He knows his role. What's wrong with that? But all y'all do is sit around on YouTube and hate. All y'all do in the streets is hate. But have you ever made pro? Talk to me. Half of these guys out here to do all that talking, even if they did make pro, they warmed the bench. They were bench warmers. Some dude who played in what, foreign countries? Playing in 4 countries, right? But you think you know hoop? Come on, fam. Playing in some little country, what, making what, 50,000 a year, but you're a pro baller. But all you want to do is come up here and talk about Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a successful, rich black man. That's the problem that I be talking about, man. You can say whatever you want to say about, man. Yeah, I don't like the way, some the antics that he did with KD and Jordan Poole and all of that. But one thing you can't take away from him, that he's old school, that he plays defense. He's not a scorer, but he's gonna lock somebody down. You know that. Y'all continue to hate, and it's not really about basketball. It's personal. A lot of this stuff can we please get out our feelings and watch basketball? I mean, do you really? I mean, be real. Do you guys really know basketball? Or do y'all just skim through it? Y'all be skimming through the videos, don't you? But you want to talk trash about Draymond Green, a guy that hustles every night. So what? He might not be a 10-point game, a 20-point scorer. He's never been a scorer. That's not his game. His game is to defend. His game is to set screens. His game is to be the point guard of the offense, just playing power forward. So you think that Steph would have been successful without Draymond Green? Guy who locked down everybody else? He do all the dirty work. He remind me of a Dennis Rodman, or like to the Lakers in the 80s, AC Green, guy who went out a work pail type guy, go out there and grind every night. Charles Oakley, one of those type of guys. They didn't score much, but you knew you can count on them to play defense. Why do y'all do that? All y'all do is bash people. Some of y'all never touched a meal in your life. Some of y'all never touched the NBA floor. Yeah, you got people out here talking trash. And I'm not just talking about you know who, I'm just talking about people in general. They talk all this trash, but they never made an NBA team. So how you got a right to talk trash? Talk to me. How can a guy be a bum and make $24 million a year? And I'm going to say this again, it's a broken record. But at least Draymond Green, he has a successful podcast. He don't have to use other people to get views. Talk to me. He ain't up here begging for money, making up stuff just to pop. Collab with this person and that person and do all this deriding just to get viewers, right? But we talking about Draymond Green, a successful black man in America. You can say whatever you want to say about him, but he grind out there every night on defense. He might not be a scorer, but you know he gonna get that defense. He's no nonsense. He runs his mouth too much, but he plays his heart out. Do a lot of NBA players play their heart out? He wants to play defense. Something in the game that a lot of players don't want to do. All they want to do is score. But they don't want to put in the work. At least he put in the work. Can these former players, all you get on YouTube is a bunch of haters and a bunch of washed up players that talk trash that never put in the work. Draymond put in the work. You know he gonna rebound. You know he gonna block shots. You know he gonna assist. But yeah, you talking about him, a guy who every night all he does is go out there and work hard every night. He might not score. He might not have a lot of mouth. They say, well, he's cocky. But think about it. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? All that hate. He ain't up here making peanuts off of these videos. Because I do this for free. But you going to tell me these people are not really making all this much money off of YouTube. They making peanuts. You come up here every day making peanuts to talk about people? Y'all a bunch of hate. I swear to God. Bitter and a bunch of haters because you didn't make it in the NBA? Because you didn't want to put in the work? People don't want to put in the work. And I talked about people. Bunch of bitter people that made a bunch of excuses of why they didn't make the NBA. But they always up here talking. You had the same opportunities as Kobe Bryant, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm going to get off this for a second. I'm going to get back on Draymond in a minute. But let's talk for a minute. Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, right? LeBron James, Dwight Howard. They came out of high school, didn't they? Why are they successful but other people ain't calling no names? Why are they not successful? Because they put in the work. But you got all these failed basketball players that come on YouTube to hate. And it's really irritating. How can a guy that made $24 million this season, Draymond Green, how can he be a failure? Is he asking for super chats? Is he living in a third world country? Because if they live in the United States, they'll be broke. I could live in a third world country too and have a 5-bedroom house because it's dirt cheap. Our money is double over in other countries. But yet you come up here every day and talk trash about Draymond Green. I don't like the way that some of this stuff, he do need to cut. He do need to be more respectful. But you can't take that defense away from him. How can you belittle a man that's worth $80 million? Do your favorite YouTuber has $80 million? He probably made $80 off of making chump change every day with these videos. Yeah, we gonna call Draymond Green a bum. How can he be a bum? Because he's confident? If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? He puts in the work. He been playing the league 10 years. Some people can't last 10 seconds in the NBA. In 10 seconds, some teams, some people were cut. Didn't even see you never seen these guys talk. And they ain't talking about the YMCA tournaments. I ain't talking about no YMCA. A rec league tournament? I seen the videos of these former YouTube basketball stars. Dudes were straight bums, man. But you talking about a guy that's in the NBA, that's successful. He could take care of his family. Draymond Green right now could retire right now. And he's set for life. What about these YouTubers? Let them see, can they put their camera down? Because they can't do it. Because they eat off this. I don't come up here every day. Because I'm not trying to be a slave to this. I'm not going to be a slave for something. I just like videos for fun. Because why do your favorite YouTuber, why they can't make fun videos? Why it's always got to be complaining or hating? It's nothing personal. I don't like some of the stuff Draymond Green do, but you can't take his defense away from him. He's old school. He's not going to settle for nonsense. What's wrong with that? A lot of teams out here could use Draymond Green. A guy that's going to hustle every night. But you talking about he a bum? How can he be a bum? How can a guy that made $24 million be a bum? He ain't begging for likes. He ain't begging for he ain't got cash. He ain't got 1,000. He ain't got 1,000 PayPal links in the description box. Come on, man. These dudes is frauds up here, man. Yet they want to talk about Draymond Green and people on the street. They never smelt the NBA arena. They never smelt the training camp. They never smelt the G League. But you got a nerve to talk about Draymond Green? Talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, people. Come on, family. How you gonna talk about Draymond Green? Some people never made the NBA, but they talk hella stuff every day. Show me an NBA game. Show me. I've never played basketball really. I played basketball in high school, but how you gonna talk? A bunch of failed players and a bunch of bitter haters. Every day up here crying and venting because you didn't make it. You want to talk about Draymond? He a bum. How can you be a bum getting them kind of checks? Let me see you get $20 million. Can you do that? You dudes is clowns, man. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up about Draymond Green. Every night, you can say whatever you want to say. Draymond Green is a success. Stop hating. Deuces.